Here's a question for you. Have you been on the receiving end of road rage? I'm guessing some of you at home right now saying, yeah, I have. According to research, more than 50% of Americans say they've been the target of or witnessed another driver's anger. I recently discussed the numbers with Commuter Check reporter JANE BURNETT, who also provided great advice on what to do if you find yourself in the middle of a road rage situation. Jane, let's start with some of the numbers you compiled from a few of these studies.
Yeah, it's interesting. So an insurance comparison website called The Zebra put together this recent data that was just released, and they found that an interesting top-line finding is 38% of Americans surveyed say they've made rude gestures to another driver or other drivers on the road. When it comes to what those people are actually doing, 59% angrily honked at someone, 42% say they've cursed or yelled loudly at another driver. The data also revealed how people calm down after they experience road rage. The most popular way? Listening to music at 62%. But what about in the moment? What should you do? I spoke with JERRY SPEZIALE, who's the public safety director for Paterson, and he had some tips.
The best thing you can do is dial 911, give the identification of the vehicle, give the license plate number, the direction of travel. That radio can't be beat by the person that's performing that road rage. We will get it out to all the surrounding areas. So please, take your time, call the police, let us handle it.
So he's saying, look, some of these rise to the level of actually being illegal where you need to get the cops involved.
Yeah, some of it. It's interesting. I feel like a lot of people don't realize this, but there are boundaries to this. So if you're flipping somebody off, that's not necessarily a criminal offense. But if you do something intentional, like cut someone off on purpose, that is reckless driving.
I would imagine tailgating is part of that if you're within a certain period. I mean, we have seen this time and again. I would say almost every week you see at least one thing that somebody's losing their temper.
There's so much. But honestly, the thing that people really need to keep in mind is that, if you're on the receiving end of this, don't blow a gasket, don't, lose your temper too much, but also if somebody's doing it to you, call 911.
Now, the other side of it is I think people need to learn how to drive better to stop aggravating the rest of us who are trying to get where we're going.
They really do. We could really use that.
Right?
Could.
Thanks, Jane.
Thanks.